Hey guys, welcome to Nate and Greg's World. Today's the episode here. We want to discuss all these celebrity spokespeople that keep coming out for things, talking about different issues, endorsing different things. And one of the big reasons that we brought this up is just recently, Candace Owens and Cardi B had a full-out war on Twitter. And we'll get into that. We'll discuss that a little bit more. But in the meantime, make sure you hit that subscribe and bell icon to stay up to date with us. And make sure you follow us on all our platforms. And please leave a comment down below. Give the video a thumbs up. And share it with all your friends. We want to get them in on the conversation, see what they think. But yeah, just recently, Cardi B and Candace Owens really got into it. Mm-hmm. For those that do not know who these people are, okay, Cardi B, apparently she's some kind of rapper, hip-hop artist or something like that there. No background in politics whatsoever.
Really?
None.
Really?
None.
She comes across like she knows a lot.
Yeah. Oh, she knows a lot, but it's nothing to do with politics. I'll tell you that. But anyways, Joe Biden had her on some kind of interview.
Yeah, she asked him to interview, right? Like she asked him to do an interview with her.
Something like that, or his spokespeople or his PR people got a hold of her to say, hey, do an interview with Joe so that he can show that, you know, he's down with the black culture and all this good stuff and knows what's going on.
Right. He understands what a WAP is.
Yes. But then you have Candace Owens, a conservative black woman, very outspoken, very knowledgeable, yes. Highly educated in politics. Politics is, it's become her life.
It is her life.
Yeah,
for sure.
She knows her shit about politics. Mm-hmm. Well, if you haven't seen the Joe Biden interview with Cardi B, it was garbage. Absolute garbage.
I didn't see it. Like, I saw the big fight that between them, but I didn't see the actual interview.
Well, it went about as good as you could possibly imagine.
Right.
Having someone who knows absolutely nothing about politics interviewing a politician about politics.
Now, my question is, did Cardi B drug him and rob him after the interview?
No, apparently not.
Okay, so she's past that.
He was drugged enough as it was.
Okay, so she's past doing that stuff.
Apparently, yes.
Okay, good.
So she went and she did that, and there was a lot of people kind of laughing and joking about it, going like, really? Mm-hmm. You know, what the hell's going on? And then, you know, of course, Candace Owens got into it going, you know, Cardi, what are you doing? Mm-hmm. You know, you have no idea what you're talking about, you know. Like, you need to shut up about this. Stay in your wheelhouse, and I'll stay in my wheelhouse.
Right.
And, well, apparently that pissed Cardi B off. So Cardi B went back and basically said, listen, the reason I'm doing this is because, you know, I have the #1 song in the UK and fucking in the US and all these other fucking places, right? And shit like this. And as well as apparently some Trump supporters went and was harassing her sister and her sister's lover or something like that.
Yeah, I didn't get that. At a beach or something like that they were at?
Yeah, something. It was something stupid. But to me, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, let's get her, you know. Now, it was a great battle. I highly recommend going through the Twitter feed, you know, look up Candace Owens, look up Cardi B. They did Instagram videos and stuff like this back and forth. Like it was all day on the one Sunday there, just going back and forth, you know, and shit like this. And the best part was, I found anyways, is here's Cardi trying to come up with some crap of why it's, you know, so good that she was the one doing the interview and she knows all this shit about politics and knows how the world works and shit like this. And then Candace Owens just dropping truth bombs on her, you know, like actual facts, you know, going saying, this is this fact, this is this fact, this is this fact. So you clearly don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Right.
Now, in all fairness, you know, all of Cardi B's fans and shit like this were busy jumping on to her defense and stuff like this. But then, of course, you had all of Candace Owens fans and even people that don't necessarily agree with Candace Owens all the time jumping on the bandwagon with Candace Owens going, Cardi, shut the fuck up. Keep pushing out the music.
Yeah.
Stay the fuck away from politics. So now, here's the issue, okay? Why would you get a celebrity to come in and talk about shit that they don't know? Okay? That's a big problem for me. And I've heard it many, many times over the last couple of years. You know what? These celebrities, these sports players, these artists and stuff like that, they need to shut the fuck up and stop telling me what it is that I need to do. Because really, what credibility do they have? Okay,
but
they're trained monkeys. They all are.
No, for sure.
Okay?
But I don't think the idea of getting somebody like Cardi B is even about me and you, about telling us what to do. What it is that she has young fans.
Yes.
That don't know shit about politics themselves.
Yeah.
But they will follow her whatever way she goes because she's the shit.
Yes.
And if she's going that way, I'm going that way too, because that's how young people are.
Absolutely.
Not saying young people are stupid. I'm not going there.
Yeah.
But they do easily get persuaded by these people, like whether it's a sports star or a rap star or a rock and roll band.
Yes.
Whatever the case might be, if they endorse something, if they say something as a fact, even though they don't know shit and quite often don't, they have all these mindless young people. Now we got that vote, right? If Cardi B goes, hey, people, like all my followers, all my, I love you, and you got to get out and vote, and you got to vote Democrat.
Take your WAP, go vote Democrat.
Right. Yeah, your WAP ain't wet if it doesn't if it doesn't vote Democrat, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, like I mean, that's what it is. I think it's a move, a ploy, to get those young people that normally don't vote, to go and vote. And vote the way Cardi B says to vote, and
that's it, 100%, right? You have that aspect of it, but the big aspect of the whole thing of why you get celebrities to endorse or be a spokesperson for anything is because they already have the platform. They have millions of followers all over the place,
exactly,
and it'll be a lot easier to get your message out. And then, oh, hey, look, I was just watching this person. I was watching Nate and Greg, and Nate and Greg said that, I need to be going and eating these type of apples. Fuck yeah, I know those guys. Those guys seem pretty cool, even though we're fucking idiots.
They got to know about apples.
Yeah, they got to know about apples.
Yeah.
Fucking, so then all of a sudden all our fans are deciding, well, we're going to leave our old apples behind and eat our new apples.
Listen, it's no different than a company like Nike asking a sports star to wear their shoes.
Yeah.
Because then every fan, every kid wants their shoes.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
It's the exact same thing, but it's just dangerous when you get into the game of politics and changing the way a country runs and what is best for that country at the time.
Absolutely.
And I'm not jumping on board to say who I would vote for if I was in the States. I'm just saying, like, it's scary because if you have this generation coming up with enough pull to possibly change, right? Like if she has, I don't know, 1 million and a half fans in the US of voting age, that can make a difference.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah, it absolutely can.
But if she doesn't know what she's fucking talking about and she's getting paid or she's getting that attention, that positive attention in the media to make her brand bigger, so she's kind of feeding propaganda, that's a scary situation.
And that's the thing. I have no problem with any celebrity coming out and saying, you know what? This is who I'm voting for. This is what I'm doing.
Yep.
But then shut the fuck up after that. Don't be telling me, oh, you need to vote for this person because this person is amazing. This other person is a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Unless you are really educated in politics.
Yes.
If you are an actor or an actress or a sports star or whatever the case is, and you have taken the time in the years to get very educated and know the facts and know how the shit works and know how platforms are, then by all means, use your platform to go out and say, this is what I think is best. Don't fucking do it so you get the likes.
No.
Right? Like, and, oh, she's going with, this side, so she's cool, she's good. No way she's going to get canceled.
Yeah. Well, fuck, look at Rogan there, right? Rogan went, and I think he was said he was endorsing fucking Saunders there.
Yeah, Bernie. He never said he was endorsing him.
No. I think
but it got fucked up what he said. Like, I can't remember the exact comment, but it came across people thought he was endorsing Bernie Sanders.
Yeah.
And they got scared.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, this guy could influence enough votes.
Yeah. Well, then, I think the story, if I'm not mistaken, actually switched the other way, where he wasn't voting Democrat, he was going to vote Republican and stuff like this. It was a big fucking debacle, the whole thing.
Well, we all know where he stands now.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy's leaving California because it's a Democratic state.
Yeah.
Right. So.
Yeah. But yeah, there's people need to be careful. People need to be really careful because as we saw with the whole Candace Owens Cardi B fight, Cardi got owned. Fucking, it was absolutely unbelievable.
And it doesn't even matter whether Candace Owens is on the right side.
No.
Because just the fact she has facts and history and statistics and can talk politics to a very high level, she's going to sound much more educated.
Yeah.
Even if she's feeding bullshit.
Yes.
She's still going to sound a lot more educated than Cardi B talking about it.
Exactly.
Right? So you got to stay in your lane, as we say. Like, stay with your strengths.
Exactly.
You know,
if you're an actor, a singer, an athlete, you know, anything like that, stick to what you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And as you said, unless you've gone and done real research and have educated yourself over a number of years, and not just, well, you know, I lived like this forever. Congratulations. Living one thing and actually understanding what it is a whole other thing.
Well, and that's where I go to with the whole, like, sports and actors and all these famous people, like, taking sides.
Yeah.
I'm okay with them talking about issues and things that they feel need to be changed.
Yes.
To a certain line.
Yes.
And that line is once you cross into trying to rip down a system or a culture that has gotten you wealth.
Yes.
And, like, I mean, better life than 99.9% of the people living on this earth.
Yeah.
Like, there are still starving people, and you want to take that system and destroy it, and that's your message.
Yeah.
Change it and rip it, not understanding that the outcome of that might mean that there's nobody else that is going to be able to follow your track.
Yeah.
And get to where you've gotten because you were able to work hard and take advantage of some of the things that you were given.
Yes. Like, you've taken the opportunities that have been given to you along with what you were born with.
And you worked your ass off and you got to where you wanted to be. And now
exactly
that system, that culture that allowed that for you, you hate.
Yeah.
And you want to rip it apart, but yet you're willing to go back to your mansion at night and have a few, $1,000 bottles of champagne with your friends.
Yeah. Well, like, let's look at LeBron James for a second. Okay. There's been many, many things talked about with him. Okay. Because here he is. He's like one of the highest paid NBA players, if not the most right now. I'm not really sure. I don't fucking follow sports. Clearly. Okay. I'm a fat dude. But
there's lots of fat dudes that follow sports.
Okay. Well, I'm one of the fat dudes that don't. I pay attention more to the fridge. Okay. But here it is. They've gone and they've pointed out the complete hypocrisy in what it is that he was doing, right? Because we had the whole situation there where he's like, yep, no, the whole Black Lives Matter thing, and fuck this. We're not playing the playoff games, because somebody else was fucking, shot by the police. And stuff like this. We're not doing this. So everybody's like, yeah, we follow you, LeBron. Fucking let's go. And stuff like this. And then he's talking and tweeting all this stuff about, all of us black people, all of us every day are oppressed and shit like this. As he's jumping back into his fancy car to go back to his fancy mansion and all this shit there into this life of luxury, all while wearing his Nike shoes that are made in a factory by slave labor.
Yeah, essentially.
And he's talking about being oppressed.
Yeah.
come on.
No, and that's a good point right there. And the other point is again, like there's that line. Like if LeBron James came out and said, "Listen, I'm not sure about LeBron and where he grew up or how he grew up, so I'm not going to pretend I do." But let's say LeBron or somebody like LeBron James who grew up in a very rough neighborhood, like a ghetto type situation.
Yeah.
You know, single mom, uncles, and like all those horror stories you hear about that makes it so difficult. And I agree, very difficult to grow up in that situation.
Yes.
If he looked at it and said, "Listen, I want to work and put some structure together. And I really believe that if we do some work in these neighborhoods, we can give more kids the advantages and some of the stuff that I had."
Yes.
Right? Like we can open up some doors for them. We can figure out, like, you know, I want to raise money to build more clubs.
Yeah.
Where kids can go and play basketball and play on teams and work out and whatever the case is.
Yeah.
And that way they're going to stay off the streets. They're going to stay away from the drugs. They're going to, you know,
stay away from the gangs, everything.
Give them every opportunity to do that stuff. If you want to get behind that, I'm with you, man.
Yeah.
Let's do
100%.
it. 100%. Like, let's do it. You know, I'd be rawing them.
Yeah.
Right. But when it's like, because of the system, we're all oppressed and everything sucks and we got to rip it down. We got to tear it down. Well, okay, maybe. Yeah. But you're in that culture that got you to where you are.
Yeah.
It's the same with Oprah.
You're making multi-million dollars.
Yeah, it's the same thing I said with Oprah, even though I told her to give away $15 billion. She's only worth $2 billion. So I apologize, Oprah. You don't have to give away more than you have. Yeah. But it's the same thing. Like, to say that, follow it up. Mm-hmm. Put your money where your mouth is.
Exactly.
Right. I watch. It's embarrassing to me, and I don't know why they haven't been called out. But you even look at those very white actors and actresses that come out and support the BLM. Yeah. Now the BLM, we're talking about the organization, not the movement.
Yes, the Marxist terrorist type organization.
The movement, good. Yeah. Yes, Black Lives Matter. I 100% agree with you. The organization that says rip the system apart and we're Marxists and all that. Yeah. No. That's where I draw the line. But all these white actors and actresses that are backing that, how many of them have given up their keys to their homes to a black family, their mansions, and said, "Here, take my mansion." Yeah. Again, put your fucking money where your mouth is. Yeah. Like, if you're going to yell at us that we need to do something and we should be giving our stuff to families of the black culture,
you better be forking that shit over. You better be doing
it too. Yeah. I'm sure you're not coming off your high hill.
You are in a much better situation than I am.
How about you sell your mansion, buy yourself a half decent $500,000 home, and buy about 12 other homes, and give them to families in need.
Yeah. How about you do that?
How about you do that?
Now, to be completely fair, I do know that there are some celebrities. I'm going to just say celebrities because I don't know, exactly. I know there is the one athlete. I read up on him, but unfortunately, for the life of me, I can't remember his fucking name. But he's actually gone and done that. He's gone and taken a lot of the money that he's earned, and he's gone and he's, made community centers. He's made, built homes for people that just couldn't get homes. Mm-hmm. Good on him.
A lot of them have. A lot of them have. I'm not saying that. A lot of them, they put their money where their mouth is, and in fact, they don't even get their mouth involved.
And that's the best part.
They just do it. They're like, I'm going to get involved in this whatever organization or this mission, and I'm going to make a difference. Yeah. No, and you know what? I like that, and I will applaud that. Mm-hmm. But as I said, it's the ones that get up, they talk about shit, they don't know what they're talking about, and they completely. They don't live the life that they're fucking preaching to everybody else. Mm-hmm. That fucking bothers me. That fucking bothers me a lot. You know what? Maybe LeBron is doing some shit. But if he wants to talk about fucking oppression, maybe he should stop wearing his fucking Nikes. Yeah, or maybe say, listen, I'm only wearing Nikes that are built in a factory where people are getting paid a living wage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I'm done
in America.
I'm done taking shoes.
Yeah. Exactly.
From where I'm taking them, right? But again, like, that's a hidden thing. That's a... people don't look at that. They don't realize that. No. Or they do, or they just ignore it, right? Yeah, like, I know that's happening, but what are you going to do? Yeah. If they didn't have that job, they'd all starve. At least they're working.
Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't expect all these celebrities that have gone and worked hard to make all the money that they have to give it all away. No, sorry. Those motherfuckers worked hard to get to where they are, to get the money. But if you're going to be telling me that I need to be doing this, you best be fucking doing it as well. Lead by example, motherfucker.
And again, like let's be very clear here. We're not talking about all of the sports people, actors and actresses.
No.
There's a lot of them that do amazing work. A lot of them that do speak on platforms that make a difference, and they use their platform for good.
Yes.
On things that make differences, on things that they understand, on things that, and that's the majority. Again, we're talking about a small pocket of extreme.
Yeah.
Like we always talk about left and right extreme.
Yes.
This is the extreme of like, so no, like I'm not saying all of them are assholes. Majority of them, I'm sure, give lots of time and money to whatever. Like I hope.
Yeah. I would hope that, they all do.
I would. I don't know if I could have $100 million contract in the NBA and not just keep it all to myself and say, fuck the world.
Look at some of the stuff that we've talked about that should we, or no, damn it. When we become fucking rich and fucking famous and shit, like we've already had plans. Like, yes, we daydream and we daydream big, some more than others, but, fucking, we've talked about the different, things that we want to do with different communities, different organizations, helping people out doing different things. There's a lot of shit that we plan to do. We're not there yet. We can't do it. We can fucking barely afford to run this podcast.
Yeah.
But,
but I'm also, and I might even at some point one day go out and talk on behalf of some organization.
Yeah.
And be like, listen, like I'm behind this. This is so amazing. The work they do, what they're doing in their community or in this country or whatever the case is.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to go out and damn people or shame them or try to shame them for not.
Yes.
And say you're evil if you're not doing this or you're not thinking this way.
No.
Like, because this is, it's all garbage.
Yeah.
Right? It's still up to those people to decide. I'm just simply going to go out and say, hey.
Yeah.
This is who I help.
I like this organization.
I think they do amazing work.
Blowjobs for Vets. I think it's a fucking great fucking organization.
Yeah.
I don't know what's out there. We're going to have to get that sorted out.
See.
But, fucking, and that'd be the thing. It'd have to be an organization that I could stand behind. And if it's preaching the one thing, I'm going to have to make sure that my life is mirroring what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to stand behind an organization that I don't believe in. I don't care how much money you offer me. Hey, come on out. Listen, just tell everybody that fucking this organization's great. No, I won't. Why? Because I have fucking integrity.
Yeah.
That's why.
Well, you know what? Like I look at, first of all, I look when the NBA decided not to play their first one or two, I don't watch basketball, but their first one or two playoff spots. Yeah. Like they said, no, we're not playing after that shooting.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, do what you want. It's your sport. It's your thing. If that's what you want to get behind, okay, fine. To me, that's just a quiet kind of thing. And
but I hope they weren't paid for those games.
Well, but here's my thing. Don't you think, in my mind, I would have been like, listen, we are playing these games on behalf of this certain organization or this community center thing or whatever. So we're going to play these games on behalf of them, and all the money that would have been earned, like whatever money's earned, and our own personal paychecks for these games, are going to all go to that organization.
Absolutely,
or all go to that movement.
Because here's the funny thing: they said, we're not fucking playing," and they left. What about all the other people that were employed for those games?
Yeah,
there's a lot of fucking people. Okay, the people that are having to take care of the fucking arenas or fucking whatever the fuck they play in, right?
It's still an arena.
Maybe at this point they're not going to have too many concession stands open because of COVID, right? But there's a lot of other people that are working there, and they're working because these people are supposed to be fucking playing.
Yeah.
Well, if they're suddenly not fucking playing, okay, as a business owner, I'd be like, okay, well, they're not playing. I'm not going to be making any money off this game. I can't afford to have you standing here pretending to work.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, could you imagine if the NBA stood up, but backing LeBron James or whoever, right? Which basically is what happened. Everybody said, yeah, you're right, we're not playing. Can you imagine instead of that, if the NBA said, listen, we really support what is happening here. But instead of walking out of this fucking arena, we're going to play. And all that money, except for the minimum wage earners at the arena, right, we'll still pay them. But like the big dollar, that's all going to go to this cause, or all go to this movement, or all go.
That would be 1,000 times better.
That's more productive to me, and it's still making.
It makes your point. Yes, it makes your point about what you're upset about. Okay, we're using this in generalities. Okay, I'm not saying specifically this, but in generalities, you did something like that, it would be a lot more positive, and you would not get the fucking backlash that everybody got. Right.
And here's another idea: why not LeBron James and the other big boys in the league? For 3 hours after every game, sit and do signatures, and all the money made for autographing stuff goes to their movement, or goes to whatever they want that money to go towards. You know what I mean? Exactly. Like, it could have been used as such a better platform where people could have been, I think, would have had a lot more respect for it. They would have believed what they were trying to preach. As opposed to, we're just not fucking playing. Fuck you all, fuck the fans, fuck the people working, fuck this, fuck that, I'm out. Right? Okay. Good.
Let's think about this for 5 seconds.
What did that do?
Nothing. Not a fucking thing. But then again, at the same time, as we said, depending on what it is that you're doing, right? Like, when they walked off, I would really hope that they weren't paid for those games. I would really hope they weren't paid for them, because that's just fucking rude. Because I know they're on a fucking contract, so technically they're going to get paid either way, whether they play or don't play. Okay? But they just fucked over everybody else that was working at that arena. You know, like, I know it's not packed like it normally is because of fucking COVID, you know, with all the audience members and shit. But there's other people in that building making minimum wage or a little bit more than minimum wage, fucking keeping shit running so that these people can go out and fucking play a game.
And they're making, like, some of them are making hundreds of thousands of dollars a game. Right? Like, you got to think, like, how much money would have been fucking raised?
And while they're going and sitting, you know, oh yeah, we're not going to play this because we're fucking oppressed. You know, now they're oppressing the people that are still having to sit there and work and not make money, you know, while they head back to their mansions and fucking, you know.
Just they don't have that kind of forward thought because, again, like we've talked about, everything right now is running on emotions.
Exactly.
And when people have emotions involved, they don't think clearly. Right? It's honestly like this. The emotions get in it, they get upset, and they're like, fuck it, fuck you, fuck everybody. Right? As opposed to, hey, what can we really do to make a difference? How can we really make a difference?
That'd be nice to see. That'd be nice to see. But then, you know, going back to originally what we were saying, if you are going to speak and talk about things, know what the fuck you're talking about. Live like you're talking about. Okay? You want to talk about being oppressed, but then still go out and wear Nikes? Shut the fuck up. Okay? You want to talk about, you know, starving kids somewhere in the world, right? Oh no, fucking, they're starving. You know what? Everybody should be going and donating food. And then you don't bother to donate at all? Shut your fucking mouth. Okay? And then if your life is not all about politics and you're just going to go off of what you hear on fucking the mainstream media, because, well, we've talked about it multiple times, they're stupid. They don't do journalism anymore. It's just straight propaganda.
Well, they're not stupid. They're very smart. They're doing what sells.
But if you're just going off of what mainstream media says and you're like, oh yeah, I know all about politics. No, shut the fuck up. Stay out of it. Or people like Candace Owens, who actually knows about politics, will shut you the fuck down. Right? Like, I know we talk a lot about politics and shit like this on the show. We're voicing our opinions on what's going on and what's happening and how we personally feel about it. We're not endorsing anybody. We're not telling people don't do this, you know.
And I won't, because I'm not. I would never tell anybody who to vote for, who not to vote, because I am not a political person.
No,
I know some stuff.
Yeah,
I try to keep up with who's saying what and what's going on.
Yeah,
but for the most part, I don't fucking know.
No,
I don't even know who I'm going to vote for.
Yeah,
well, I know one person I'm not.
Yeah,
but that's not even an option.
No.
So, but yeah, like I mean, I'm not. I don't know.
No,
I don't know who's coming into the Liberal Party. I don't even know. So I know O'Toole. I love the name.
Yeah.
Right? But I don't know anything about him. So I ain't going to fucking sit here and say he's the greatest thing since sliced bread or that he's an asshole.
No.
Because I don't know.
Yeah. But no, the base thing of it is coming from more of a PR background, right? I understand the need to have celebrities and have all these people out there that have massive platforms go and speak on behalf of a product or an idea or anything that's going on. They have the platforms. They are going to be able to reach people a lot faster than any billboard or TV commercial would ever reach. Because fucking you grab your phone, you jump on there on your Instagram, on your Twitter, and be like, hey guys, check it out. You know, this is what I'm doing right now. Congratulations. You just got the message out to 1 million people, right? Right there. There are people that have, 2 million, 3 million, 20 million fucking followers on their social media platform. And all they got to do is be like, hey guys, check it out. I'm having this right now. It's really awesome. I suggest you try it. Congratulations. You just fucking made so much money off of having a celebrity go and say that.
Yeah. No, for sure.
One fucking tweet.
But again, use your superpower for good.
Exactly.
And for something that can really make a difference. Think about how you're doing it.
To be fair to Cardi, okay? Hopefully this will help put out the flames a little bit and fucking, add a little bit of water to that entire dumpster fire there that fucking Candace fucking put on her. She does have the platform. She has all the followers. She is able to get her stuff out. And yes, maybe she is passionate about Biden.
Maybe.
Right? Which is good. And she's speaking up to go and say, look, Biden's an awesome dude. Fucking gotta have him. It's fucking great,
But hopefully she knows, she believes what she's speaking.
Well, and unfortunately,
it's popular.
Yes, but that's where the problem went. Is she started speaking about stuff that she really didn't know about.
But did she believe?
She believed. She believed.
Well, let's hope at least that she believed.
Yes, she believed. But the big thing is, know what you're talking about. Okay, it's one thing to believe it, but know what you're talking about. Get the facts out. Okay, and be passionate. Stand up for what you believe in, but make sure that what you believe in is the truth.
And I think that it's important that they remember the extreme one side or other never looks good in history.
No.
Right? When you have people of power that are extreme to one side or the other, their names never go down very well in the history books.
Look at this.
Like, what is your legacy? Like, these people always talk about their legacy and what they're going to leave behind and the footprint they're going to leave behind. But if you say things that are popular now, but down the road are going to be looked at as that was god awful, like, I don't know, like supporting slavery. Yeah. 100 whatever years ago.
Well, look at this. Every news story that you see right now, it says the left were in a confrontation with the alt-right. Anybody that's on the right side, okay, right of center, is considered alt-right now by all the mainstream media. It's all over the place. So, right
now.
But
50 years from now. 50 years from now.
Yeah.
When the history writes about the riots and the looting and the burning and and all this shit going on and those extremists on both sides.
Yeah.
Right? Again, like they're tearing down statues because people preach to what was popular.
Yes.
Back when their statues were built.
Yeah.
And now they're being ripped down. There's their legacy. They're pieces of shit.
Yeah.
No matter how much good they did in amongst all their bullshit.
Yeah.
Right?
But yeah, it's interesting. As I said, celebrities are great for getting out a message. Know what the fuck you're talking about. Live by what you're fucking preaching. And instead of just being a whiny little bitch and taking your ball and going home, do something positive. Try to figure out how you can make this a fucking positive thing. And actually think about the people that you're affecting, right? Like the people working in the stadiums, right? When they did the whole boycott, the Goya bar boycott there, right? Even the fucking Goodyear boycott. All right. What about all the people that are working for those companies? What about the people that benefit from those companies? You're now fucking them over.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, somebody always gets fucked over.
Use your fucking head. Think about what's fucking going on. You know. But anyways, folks, we want to know, what do you think? Should celebrities be used to pass a message? You know, endorse something? Or should they just shut the fuck up and do their job of fucking entertaining us, being trained monkeys to entertain us? You know, that's the whole thing. You know, and for those that don't understand the reference to trained monkeys, okay, this is not a racial thing. I had a little monkey way back in the day that would dance around and you'd throw peanuts at it and it'd dance and make you happy and smile. That's what I'm talking about. That's what most of these celebrities are. So anyone that wants to throw a racist thing on there, well, you're a racist motherfucker yourself. All right. So until next time, subscribe, like, share, follow us on everything. All right. Talk to you later.
Later.
Why are you so offended?